So in today's vlog, you guys will be following me around a little bit of my week. It was kind of a weird one, but a week in my life nonetheless. I work at 1:45 and it's currently like 11:30, so I'm gonna head over there. I don't have much to do, I just have to bench and then I have some accessories, so it's nice being back on a program. But the worst thing is it's like that first week you're so sore, because if you're following a good program you'll usually have a lot of volume at the beginning and then it kind of tapers off. So I'm kind of dying, but it hasn't been too bad. So we're gonna go ahead and get our lift in here. I have a projector in my room now, which is so cool. So I'll talk about that later in this vlog, most likely. But here's my outfit of the day. Define jacket, energy long line bra. So I kind of wear it as a crop top. These leggings are from Athleta. These are the stirrup ones, so they have the little part at the bottom that can actually wrap around your foot, but I just wear them down like that. I just really like the lines, and you can actually kind of see my hamstrings. What a crazy life. Who would have thought that when you trained your hamstrings consistently they would grow? Wild, right? But I'm super excited to work out. We're gonna get ready at the gym for work afterwards, because it just makes more sense than going back and forth. So I've just got my outfit here, some earrings, bringing my makeup bag. I have palettes in there too. And then in my bag, I have my pre-workout, which I will probably take because I'm actually a little bit tired. Tripod, water bottle, my purse, and then I have wrist wraps in here somewhere too. So that's all that we need. The hours that I'm working this week, I believe, are the most I have worked in a full week for this retail job. And so it will be interesting, especially with traffic, because yesterday I opened at 9 a.m. on a Friday and the traffic was absolutely horrendous, and it was actually even worse because it was raining outside. So it's actually been raining here a lot. And so honestly driving anywhere in the rain is not a good time, but people here already don't know how to just drive in general, so it's like watching people try and drive in the snow is basically the vibe that I get. This workout's gonna be pretty fast, to be honest. I don't have a ton to do, and I am, honestly, I'm like really She went pretty well, but I barely did anything. I did all of my sets of bench, had a crazy tricep pump. That was not a good time. I think you guys saw the second set, so it just declined from there, but it was for RPE 9, which basically just means I could only do one more rep for whatever weight it was that I chose. So that was definitely a good weight to choose, because the first set was so easy, and then by the last one it was truly like almost RPE 10. So now we're at Dunkin'. Like I said, I wasn't able to do the full workout. I just did that and 2 sets of shoulder press, unfortunately, but that's okay because that's really all I needed to do anyways. Accessories are just that, they're just accessories. So if I'm not able to get to all of them, it's not a huge deal because that was a ton of volume anyways.
Can I take your order?
Hi, I have on the go for Lauren R.
Alright, Lauren, pull up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love all the workers here. If you're ever near wherever it is that I am, near Ponce, come to the Dunkin' on Boulevard because literally the sweetest women work here. I love them. I think they know me by now. They better know me. They'll get to know me. Whenever I'm cold outside and I'm like thinking of how cold I am, I always think of the brr, it's cold in here. There must be some tours in the atmosphere. Name that movie. 7:53, we're headed home now. I ate at the Nordstrom restaurant. So good. Also, I'm sorry if it felt like I was hiding where I worked. I just honestly didn't really feel the need to share, just more so for like privacy stuff. But when you guys are seeing this, this is the week of my last week here, so it doesn't really matter. Why did I park so close to this car? Wow. Actually, you know what? We definitely just all parked horribly. The mall was packed today, but our store was not. Online has just truly like messed up retail stores because half the stuff that people are looking for anyways we don't even carry. So I'm like, what are you guys doing? But now I'm gonna head home and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I have like a bunch of like talking portions of videos that I need to film but like setting up my lights and everything is just such a process, so we'll see what I end up doing. If the time is right, I know you've been waiting, baby. Good morning, guys. I'm leaving for work in a little bit here. I'm sporting serious That's 70s show vibes. We are rocking a middle part. So let me know if you guys like the middle part. I never wear a middle part because I can't figure out whether or not I like it. Like, I feel like Jackie from That 70s Show. I never even really watched that show. I never got into it. A lot of people loved it, but I just like, I don't know, I just didn't really think it was that funny. But nonetheless, here we are. It has been a morning. It is 10:51 and I work at 12. So, if you guys have been watching my vlogs, you may have been hearing me mention a man's name. And so it's just this guy that I met when I was working at that scam job. I met him at Best Buy and he's super sweet. We went on a date and then after that I was like, you know, honestly, like I just have no interest in dating anyone right now. And that's kind of me just all the time. Especially since I just moved here. It's just like, I don't want to have anything that would hold me back from meeting new people, doing new things, all of that jazz. And so we had a whole conversation about that after that first date. And he was like, okay, like that's cool, yada, yada, yada. But he's like the type of person where, you know, he'll like keep trying anyways, and I appreciate it. But yeah, so he called me today because I might be having a friend visit. And he was just like a little bit worried about it. And I was just explaining, I was like, I still am not at a point where I can like do that with someone right now. Like I just genuinely don't want to, and I feel really bad, but I have like made it very clear and obvious. But yeah, I don't know. Is there something wrong with me? Because it's not even the type of thing where it's like, oh, I'm not interested in a relationship with you. It's literally just me being like, that's just not something that I want at this moment. We are just friends. We have done nothing but kiss. There's no intimacy because I was like, if that happens, things are gonna get complicated and there's still not gonna be anything that changes. So it's kind of a mess, but here we are. So we're about to leave. So this is literally the jumpsuit that I was gonna wear to the Christmas party, but we classed it up for work. So I'm still wearing my slippers, but I'm wearing this gray bodysuit. It's just a long sleeve. It's all the way down because this is open, so I thought I would do that. I wish I had like a safety pin or something, but it's fine because the bodysuit literally just keeps going. And yeah, and then I'm wearing the necklace from Shein, and I'm wearing these new earrings from Shein too that you guys might have seen in a haul. So this is the outfit vibes. I'm actually kind of feeling the middle part, but I don't know. I'll have to see. It's like one of those things where when you try a new part and you're like, I don't know if I'm feeling this, but I don't think it looks horrible. I just feel like I look like a different person. So I just got here. It is 11:46. I'm sorry that I'm touching my hair so much. I feel like every single time I like do a new style or something, I'm like very OCD about like making sure it looks okay. I don't know if I'm the only one who does that, but I have 2 miles left in my gas tank. I gotta stop doing this to my car. I truly think that's why I have so many issues with it. I don't know if there's any correlation with that. I know nothing about vehicles, but that is what I tell myself in my brain so that I stop like letting my tank go to empty, because there's still fuel in it. So like whenever it says 0, I still have like 15 miles or something like that, but they don't tell you that, otherwise you'd be doing that all the time, and yeah, that's not the move. But it is 11:46, so I don't actually start until 12, so I'm gonna check in a second to see if the Nordstrom doors are open. I see a bunch of people walking down the ramp, so that is a good sign, because sometimes we will open the doors early because we're Nordstrom and we do everything for the customers to an obnoxious amount. So I have my lunch here. I just meal prepped really fast because the food court yesterday made me want to die. And I ended up eating at that restaurant, and although the Nordstrom restaurant is literally some of the best food I've ever tried, hands down, not even being dramatic, it's expensive. So I just made egg, rice, and then there's some veggies in there too. So we'll have that for lunch and chill in the break room. I think the only person, actually I'm working with Nicole too. We're not as close as me and some of my other buds. I don't work with Alex today, but I think I work with Jada, so that should be fun. I just love working with people that I like, because when it dies down, I have people to talk to. Otherwise, it's painfully boring. That's like the #1 thing about retail. If you don't have people who you're friends with, it's just not gonna be a good time, because the store is not gonna be going 24/7. So, I think we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna try and get something from our e-bar, because we get a discount there too, so I can get something to eat, because I thought I would be good to go. I was like, oh, it's fine, I'm starving. So I just got off. It is 6:10. Shift was boring. And we are headed off to get some gas. So I use Get Upside. If you don't know, it's a cashback app. I have earned over $150 in cashback. So highly recommend. Literally last time I got gas, because you guys signed up, I got it for negative like $1.80 a gallon or something insane. So thank you to anyone who ever uses my code. I highly recommend using it if you like to get some cash back on gas. It's not all of the stations, but if you're near one, you might as well. I drive out of my way because of my brakes. I'm getting money back. So like, why? We all know I love to save money. So feel free to use my code. If not, Do you, boo? But we're about to go get some gas. I'm not working tomorrow, thank God, finally. It's crazy how draining it is working like 3 days in a row, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I think in retail, that just adds up so quickly because it's like the amount of effort given, you're on your feet 24/7. Like that's why my sales job was not a thing. I'm so excited to film that story time. I think I'm gonna film it tomorrow. Because I was literally on my feet for 9 hours straight, and with that job we didn't really have breaks. It was like you could take a break when you wanted to, but it wasn't a real job, so there literally like were no rules essentially. So I think I probably had like a 15-minute break for 9 straight hours of work, which is just absolutely insane. And so with this, like at least I get my break, but it's just like talking to the customers and like helping them with every single thing that they need at Nordstrom. If you've ever been to Nordstrom, you know the customer service is absolutely insane. We do not mess around when it comes to helping the person, and luckily we get commission, so it ends up being worth it. But the sales goal for this, oh my God, for this period is like 29,000 or something. Let's see how much I've made. Let's take a little look-see. There's no way, because it's the same goal for everyone in the whole entire department. So it doesn't matter if you're sunglasses or what, like it's all the same, which is just crazy. So this pay period was from the 1st to the 15th. It sucks that I didn't really work that many hours. So this next pay period, which literally starts tomorrow, will be much more. Hopefully, you would hope, because it's leading up to Christmas, so there really should be more people buying. But what you also want to look at is how many sales you have versus how many returns. So this isn't updated to what I sold today. I think I sold 1,500 today. So updated to yesterday, sales was $6,427 dollars and 96 cents. I'm sorry about my hair. I literally just threw it up because we're done. And then returns is $250. So out of those $6,400, well, out of the $6,400, I only got $250 in returns, which is probably like a single bag, to be honest. So it ended up being $6,177. So I don't know if I'm pretty sure I will end up getting hourly this quarter, because the sales goal is $29,000, and that's like nowhere near it. Because Alex was telling me I think you needed at least, I think it was like 10,000 or something like that. But the next period is going to be the 16th to the 28th, I think, or 29th, but I only work till the 21st. So I literally have Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Those are my last shifts of that pay period. So we'll see how much I can sell. The goal is probably going to be so much lower. But the nice thing is everything that I make for commission, I will make all of that, because I'm not going to be here if someone returns it. So like the sales will actually be mine. So that'll be nice. My anxiety is absolutely through the roof right now, so I am about to go to the gym in hopes of kind of fixing that. What is on my lens? This poor camera. So it's currently 7 o'clock, so I'm probably gonna leave soon. I just had some cereal. I wasn't super hungry, to be honest. So I haven't vlogged the past 2 days because when my anxiety gets really bad, it actually makes me depressed. Like, I'm not depressed, but my anxiety will build up so much to the point that I am depressed. It is so frustrating. So I am bipolar, so obviously all of that kind of ties into it, but I've always had issues with anxiety. And so I was telling you guys earlier in the vlog that I was having issues relaying a point to someone about like only wanting to be friends. And so we finally kind of addressed that. But unfortunately that conversation was almost 3 hours long on the phone. So that completely drained me. I had that conversation, I guess it was Sunday night. It's now Wednesday. So Monday, I literally could not do anything. Like, I was just in such a weird mood. And then yesterday was a tiny bit better, but I still felt super thrown off. And today it's just continuing. But this stuff that happened with the guy, basically I had explained, I was like, you know, just want to be friends. I told him this literally after the first date. So this has been a message that has been relayed multiple times. So I told him that sometimes guys just don't listen, and they think that that means like, oh, I don't want one right now, but maybe I will in the future. And every now and then he would like bring up like Valentine's Day, or he would get me gifts and stuff. And I was just confused because I was like, I mean, thank you. I was like, I don't know if this is just his personality or if he thinks that we're more than friends, but I already told him that we're not, so he can't possibly think that. And so apparently he was confused by a couple things that I did, which that's just me. Like, I went to visit him at work because I was in the area picking up these bar stools that one of my subscribers gave to me. They're so nice. We love them. That's where I'm sitting right now. And so I was like, yeah, no, I was just in the area, so I thought I would swing by because he's like an hour away, and every time that he's come out, he's come to me. So I was like, I'm already over here, might as well say hi to my friend. And then there was another thing, we were playing like a game one night, and there's something about lipstick, and I was like, oh no, I don't wear lipstick, I only wear lip gloss. And so then when I visited him at work, I was wearing lip gloss, and he like pecked me before I left, and he thought that I wore the lip gloss for him. And I was like, oh my god, what is going on? So we had a whole conversation about that. I had to explain that there were no deeper meanings to anything that I was doing, and that you got to take everything on a surface level. There's no games. I'm literally just being your friend. And so I thought we'd figured that out. We were good to go. You know, he's understood. And then the next day it just continued, and I am just genuinely confused. And at this point, I'm just like very turned off, because I don't like when people don't listen to me. Like, you can't change my mind. I just literally do not want to date anyone right now. For my mental health, I should not be in a relationship anytime soon. It just does not make any sense. So I had a great upper body session, and I started off with some dips. So I actually can't do a single bodyweight dip. It's kind of embarrassing at this point. My lower body is so heavy, and I just never practiced them. I tried them once like 3 years ago, and I just never did them again. So I'm using the assisted machine. I was just using 55 pounds. So I'm 55 pounds away from doing it by myself, which is nice to know, because that's how I started with my pull-ups, and now I can do pull-ups without bands or anything. So the main movement for this workout was actually bench. So I only started with dips because I was waiting for the bench, and I don't like to waste time, and dips are not going to burn me out too much. So I just had 85 pounds for sets of 3. It was 5 sets, so it was a lot of volume, but these first couple weeks, there is going to be a lot of volume in this program. So if you are looking to get it when I release it, whenever that may be in a couple months, keep in mind the first couple weeks you're kind of going to die, but it'll be worth it in the end, because right now I'm lifting pretty light with all of my weights, and it's kind of boring, but at the same time, I know how hard it's going to be, so I'm actually happy for that. So I do arch, as you can see. You should always have a natural arch because you should be tucking your shoulders under when you retract your scapula to keep them healthy and safe during the movement. But I arch a little bit more because I do follow powerlifting, and the goal is to lift as much as possible. And if you notice, my wingspan is over 6 feet and bench does not like me. So that is the purpose for my elevated arch. I then moved on to a close incline press. So you can do this with an incline bench, or you can just do it with dumbbells. It's a little bit easier to do it for dumbbells for me because I am weaker in this movement. It just makes more sense to do it this way. But when you're coming down, just make sure you're squeezing your arms against you, and that's going to help you activate your chest. So I then moved on to shoulder press. So this is one of the biggest movements that I've used to grow my shoulders. It's a movement that is always hard and it takes forever to move up in weight, but it's nice when I'm able to do lots more volume than I was able to in the past. And then I also moved up in weight on this exercise. So I'm finally curling some 25s. I've been curling like 20s for the past like year and a half, and I can do it mindlessly now. So I was like, all right, it's probably time to up the weight a little bit here. And then I finished off with this kind of wide, kind of close pull-up. I was going to do wide grip, but as you can see, the little cushion on one of those handles is actually gone. So I tried this one and I really, really felt it in my lats. So highly recommend. It is easier than wide grip, but it is harder than the close grip. Outfit of the day. This top's from Walmart, jacket is Shein, jeans are Abercrombie, Kate Spade. So my workout went a lot faster than anticipated. It literally only took an hour, which I was honestly shocked by, but can't complain. So, hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 9:38 a.m.
So it's 9:40 and I don't work till 10:30, and I checked the traffic and the traffic is about 40 minutes. So I do actually have time to stop by Dunkin' if I wanted to get some food. I didn't even have pre-workout or anything this morning. I don't know how I'm so awake. I took melatonin before bed. I was like, oh no, like I'm gonna wake up late, and you know, like you'll wake up in the middle of the night because you're like scared that you're gonna be late, or you'll just like keep waking up. That didn't happen to me. I had a great night's sleep and I was so energized for that workout, and all I had was cereal. Very bizarre. It is 10:18. You can literally hear Marta if you hear that loud noise. I am just like in such a bad mood today. It sucks. I'm just not even a bad mood. I am just so anxious. Like it's like to a debilitating amount. Let me know if you struggle with anxiety. What do you usually do? Because I usually don't have that many issues nowadays. I just go through like my manic and depressive episodes rapidly, which is not a great time. But yeah, just the last thing that I want to do honestly is talk to customers for 7 hours. Sounds like a horrible time, but it's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. This is like the third day, and why do I feel like I'm about to cry? I'm a mess. I'm just having a really hard time pulling it together. But I'm glad that I'll be home soon. I get to see my dog. Little update. It is now 2:35. I'm currently on my break. I just wanted to come in my car so that I could charge my phone. We have a charger in the store, but it's like on the floor, and obviously I'm on my break, so we're not doing that. My blueberry Pop-Tarts. I had some delicious tortilla soup. That was bomb. So I'm glad I got that. And now I'm gonna eat these and probably watch a YouTube video. I have like another 20 minutes, so I only have a 45-minute break today, which isn't too bad. Feeling so much better because I'm working with Alex and Jada, and I'm obsessed with them. It's crazy how much more you like a job when you're with people that you like. So I genuinely have enjoyed working at Nordstrom. Just like any company, there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't really make sense, and they make a lot of stuff hard for the customers nowadays, and the customers are so used to having like exceptional customer service that it can be frustrating for me, because I'm like, I don't know what they used to do, but I'm here now and we don't do that. So the company's great. They do give you benefits after you've worked, I think it was like, it's a lot of hours, but you can get benefits. So you can get healthcare, 401k, all that jazz, which is amazing. We get a really good discount. Well, I wouldn't say really good. Standard is like 25 to 30%, but Nordstrom sells all types of stuff. So it's only 20 just because there's some stuff that's really cheap, some stuff that's super expensive, which makes sense. Nordstrom Rack, Hot Look, I think that's it. That's where we get our discount. And then I had my 30% off for the holidays. So they do those a couple times a year, which is nice. So it's been nice. I mean, I got Christmas gifts out of it. I met some friends, which I can never complain about. You guys know I got that first job to meet people, and it was just a bunch of very, very over masculine men, and it wasn't quite a thing.